I have to say that's one of my top 10 movies and one of my top 10 albums. And when I was preparing this, I noticed there's some accents in the singing, and I looked up the cast, and half the people cast for Broadway and the movie, which half of them were in both, not the same half necessarily, but half the cast was Jewish. So they did typecasting. I mean, all Jewish, Jesus's disciples were Jewish, you know. So I thought that was funny. They actually have them sing with Jewish accents in that song, some of them. Anyway, after that aside, our speaker today is Michaelyn Gret, an avid student of metaphysics for the past 26 years and a K through 12 teacher by trade. Ms. Gret comes to the Center of Enlightenment with a unique facet of skills that she hopes to share with us. She is a global member of the United Metaphysical Church of Roanoke, Virginia, and is a third-year seminary student there. Elected to the UMC board in October of 2020, she has served as a trustee for the past 3 years. She was elected president of the Metropolitan Metaphysical Church in Warren, Michigan in 2019 to serve when the pastor retired, and was a trustee there for 3 years before being elected the president. Originally, and she's training to be a minister so she can reopen it. That's the goal. I've been there, it's wonderful. Originally drawn to metaphysics to help with anxiety and depression, she is open to helping others who have struggled with these issues. In her spare time, she loves to travel, read, meditate, and go on retreats to recharge herself. She enjoys spending time in nature, walking, which is another way to recharge, and being with family and friends and her cat, Nala. Please welcome Michaelyn Gret.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How is everybody today?
Good.
Good.
Good. Today's sermon is entitled, Shine Your Light Upon the World. Today's scripture is taken from the Lamsa translation of the Bible from the book of Mark, chapter 4, verses 21 through 25. Jesus said to them, a lamp brought and is put under a basket or under a bed. Is it not put on a lampstand? For there is nothing hidden which will not be uncovered, and nothing done in secret which will not be revealed. If any man has ears to hear, let him hear. And he said to them, take heed what you hear, and what measure you measure. It will be measured to you again and will increase, especially to them to hear. For to him who has will be given, and from him who has not, even that which has will be taken away. Have you ever felt that your actions or words didn't matter? You may have thought, I am only one person. What can I do to help the world? How can my actions make a mark on the world for good? On television, in radio, we only hear about the negativity and insanity of our local community, state, country, and world. We don't hear of what went right, the firefighters that saved a family's life, or the local government meeting that passed a resolution to help the community despite controversy. Sometimes we hear a news story with a happy ending. However, positive news does not make the network ratings high. Jesus, our way shower, did not think thoughts of the world. He may have thought to himself, how can I teach about God that will make a difference in how people will act and think towards themselves and each other? How can I show God's love and demonstrate peace in the world that will cause a ripple effect? Jesus taught in parables, which is a story, to illustrate a truth. In the parable of the light under the bushel basket, according to the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, Light, quote, symbolizes wisdom. When Jesus said, I am the light of the world, he meant that he was the expresser of truth in all its aspects. Each of us has an inner light, which is the illumination of spirit resident in the center of each man's or woman's being, end of quote. Vera Dawson Tate, a Unity minister and author of Take Command, taught to, quote, think of ourselves as an expression of God in individually radiating through a globe-like human self-personality that has chosen to allow God's nature of life, substance, and intelligence to come forth and bless all things and all people through us as a radiating light of blessings to us all, end of quote, which was on the internet on how to make sense of Jesus's divinity. Each of us has a divine spark in us, which means we are connected to God always. It is our humanness that separates us from God. We are made in the image and likeness of God, Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 through 31. As Dr. Wayne Dyer, father of the New Thought movement and author of Meditations for Manifesting, Dr. Dyer states, quote, we are the ocean in a single cup of water. This means that God, symbolized by the ocean, is inside of us, and we have characteristics of God, symbolized by the ocean, in us, the water, in our personalities. Each of us has the capacity to do great things according to our gifts and talents. We have the capability of making a great impact on the world with our words and our actions. Jesus, our way shower, demonstrates that our actions should shine before people, fueled by, quote, motivation of mercy and love for others, end of quote. We do not shine to get attention or reward. We shine to hopefully influence others in a positive way and show God's love and compassion for them and the world. How do we remain positive in a world that sensationalizes negativity? What helps me is to limit my world news intake. I limit myself to 15 minutes. I read the headlines to be an informed citizen and click on articles that I think I should know about. I read various perspectives on the same topic. I pray for all the people who are affected. If it's local news, I may write a short email to government leaders, donate money, or participate in demonstrations for principles that I feel strongly about. There is an email group called Nice News. You can subscribe by going to today@nicenews.com. It gives directly to your inbox daily news that is positive. Every day or at least once a week, I like to read that. Have friends that focus on dreams and making your dreams a reality. I currently belong to a women's group called the Magical Mystery Women's Group that encourages us to follow our dreams. We meet monthly for fellowship and accountability for making our dreams a reality. For more information about this, see me after service today. Limit yourself around people who gossip and people who are negative. What you feed your soul, you will focus on. This is from the natural law of attraction and vibration. Each of us emit a frequency or vibration that is sent out into the universe. If you are sending out negativity and strife, you will attract persons who whine and complain and are stuck in their negative thought patterns. People who constantly complain and gossip about others only provide roadblocks to their own happiness and your own. If you cannot solve a problem, then don't complain about it. This will only bring you and others down. I'm not saying to not voice your thoughts or vent your concerns to a safe person. That is essential to process and resolve thoughts and feelings. Do not dwell upon things that you cannot solve today. Focus on what you can and what you can do. I want to end with a quote from Marianne Williamson, who is author of Return to Love, New Thought leader, and currently running for the Democratic nomination for president. quote, our deepest fear is not we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so other people won't feel insecure about you. We were all meant to shine, as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everybody. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Thank you.
Thank you, Michaelyn. I look forward to going to your Reformed church at some point. So I had one story, but it